Hello, my name's Ian Neighbor, and this is Straight People. We're joined this episode with our guest, Tiffany Anderson. How you doing, Tiffany?
I'm very good today.
Well, welcome. And we knew each other through comedy, so you're another comedian joining the Straight People ranks. So tell me a little bit about yourself, just like what you do comedically, how long you've been doing stand-up, what else do you do professionally?
All right. Cool.
And lean in there close up.
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
The first thing you did was lean away from the mic.
I know. I'm supposed to.
She's like, I worked in radio. That's the first thing you said to me. I worked in radio.
I did briefly. That was a long time ago. I'm so old. I don't want to date myself. That was a while.
Oh, we'll get to how old you are.
I know, right? It's miraculous.
I'm gonna ask you how old you are, and then I'm gonna be like lies. But
yeah.
No, just give me like give me your current vocation.
My current
rundown. Just what you do. What do you do?
I own a management consulting company,
Okay.
and then I also wholesale crystals. I'm a Reiki practitioner.
Okay.
So
Reiki is where you run your hands over somebody and you're like, I sense a blockage.
Yes, energy. I read people's energy.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
You're the second. Well, I don't know. I had a psychic. Or maybe she was a medium. I don't know.
I'm not a medium or.
Well, she talked to like spirit guides and stuff.
I mean,
she didn't talk to dead people. I don't think.
I don't.
I don't see. I don't know if I remember. I need to have her back on.
That's not my.
So you sell wholesale crystals? What does that mean?
Like I get crystals and
like crystal chicks and
like like
crystals
stones,
with chi.
I got a pocket full.
A little chili cheese crystal. So you
definitely not those crystals.
So do you make sure that they're? Because I remember a few years ago, because comedians be fucking with crystals.
Man,
for sure.
I've met a lot of comedians that get down with crystals, which kind of make me feel better.
Yeah. I mean, I have my black tourmaline and tiger's eye and some rose quartz.
Yeah, you need all that.
That's just to get out of the house.
Just period.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's filled with haters. If you didn't get your black tourmaline, I don't even know how you're functioning in this city. I don't even get it.
I mean, the hater rate is on a high level. I feel like you have to be laced with it.
But I remember when I started, I guess the first time someone knew that I had, sometimes I wear a black tourmaline necklace, and somebody noticed it, and they're like, oh, you're into crystals? They're like, you haven't got any of that bad citrine, have you? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, the brown citrine.
Yeah, well, no, but there was
it's yellow or brown. So it's made in a microwave kennel.
Yeah.
So they take amethyst and they heat it up to make it look like citrine.
Yeah,
but it's not really
exactly. Apparently that was the scandal of the LA comedy scene though for a minute was that there were people who were
that makes sense. Los Angeles
but they were getting big pieces of citrine. And then, I guess there's a thing where you get a big piece of rock and, get it smoothed out, and then you put it in your whatever crevasse will hold it.
So they were getting them and turning them into yoni eggs.
I guess so. I don't know. Butt eggs, pussy eggs.
I guess if you were trying to
and
manifest some prosperity.
But then it was some
love.
bootleg citrine. You got this bootleg citrine inside yourself. I mean, I don't even know what that's doing to you.
I don't know. You're definitely not channeling the energies that you think you're gonna get. You're gonna get something.
So channeling energies, right?
That's what it is. That's all it is.
So channeling energies. Whose energies?
I mean, so that's the most important thing. You got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
So you use your your tourmaline and your tiger's eye, right? Those are protecting you against outside energies, right?
Yeah.
But then you have citrine or amethyst, which are helping you align the areas where you're weakest, right?
Okay.
So if I was to read all of your energies, it's like a pendulum.
Yeah.
Each area, you have 7 chakras. Sorry, excuse me. You have 7 chakras, so each area gives off an energy, right?
Okay.
So based off of what your weakness is, you would carry a stone to help you improve it or release it, right?
I got
release the if you're over, I'm my heart chakra, I give too much to people.
Yeah.
So I have to put stuff up to create a block so that I don't constantly give away.
I want to do one where I'm assigning crystals based on what I think your comedy's like.
That's a good idea.
I think your setups are too long. So what crystal will fix that?
Yes.
Maybe that's your heart chakra. You're giving too much on the front of the joke. You're giving too much on the front.
I think that's a combination your crown chakra because you think too much, which is mine, and then your heart chakra. So
but giving away too much on the front is that you feel either that the punchline isn't strong enough with the explanation, or that the audience is too stupid to get your joke.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? I don't just.
It means that I'm an asshole.
And then, so how long have you been doing stand-up?
So I've been doing stand-up now. This is almost my third year.
Third year.
This is my third year.
And why so long? You started a little later in life, right? I mean, that's fair to say.
Yeah, I did start later in life. Yes, it is fair to say. There's nothing wrong with that. Keep living your dreams, people. I was doing improv for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
And
what group were you in? A troupe?
I'm still in a troupe, Red Pill Players.
Okay, with Yoshi.
So yeah, with Yoshi. So we were doing.
I should have known that he tagged you and about 65 other people on a post.
Right. Yes, he did. So many of us. I was like 72 people on this post. I was just joking.
I just replied back and I was like, I don't need any Ray-Bans. I'm good.
Being like, I'm good.
I'll full up on Ray-Bans.
No, I will not cash your check, sir. But so I did improv for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
12 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 years an improviser? That's
terrible. It's terrible. And you know, when I look back on it, I was like, what was I doing? Not that improv, like, God forbid. I love improv. I love doing improv.
Yeah,
so
Straight People is a pro improv.
I don't want people to think like improv is
yeah.
a bad thing. It's just that, you know.
I'm even taking improv now, which is crazy.
I just like sat and thought about it. I was like, wow, I dedicated a really long time to something that, I mean, I think maybe for a while I didn't take my humor seriously.
Okay.
I use it as like, I don't want to say I use it as a hobby. Once I realized that it was my like path that I was my purpose that I was supposed to be doing, it just changed. Was that better?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best way to put it.
So you were like dabbling, so to speak.
Then I was. Yeah. Now I'm like hardcore.
Which is fun. I think that's fun. Yeah. I think that like there's room for everybody, honestly.
Yeah, but like, now I'm like hardcore.
But a lot of comics like to get into this. Like, well, it used to be that way, especially in Atlanta. That there was like a little handful of comics who would be like, the ultimate withering comment was to call somebody a hobbyist. And
well, I wanted to figure out where my lane was.
Yeah, but there are people who like, in comedy, if comedy is their hobby, I would hate to see how they do it as a full-time job.
Exactly.
Because they're crushing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And most people are hobbyists because they can't afford to sustain themselves on comedy alone.
Yeah, because I mean, as a business owner, if there was a way I could suffice doing comedy full-time the way that I make my money regular, then I would like 100% go like,
yeah.
But you know, until I can, like,
I 100% went, but I still haven't made the money back yet.
Well,
but it's worth it to me in the long run because like the money only does so much.
I also have kids, so I can't. I don't have that. I actually have to feed people. Now, once both of them
I have a patient husband. We'll see how long how patient he is.
Exactly.
For how long, but.
Now, once both of them are out of the house and I don't really have to do anything for them, then I'll be like 100% like, because I don't have to work.
How old are they?
About to be 16 and 7.
Oh, so you're just telling them that every day. Every day. You can be like, one more day and then you're out of my house. And you know what? I'm just
because then I can go and live my dream.
So you have kids and you're married, so I'm guessing, how do you identify?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. The name of the podcast is Straight People. We're getting right there. We're 9 minutes in. Are you straight or not? What's going on? People been asking.
I mean, I don't like those. I guess I'm straight. I don't know.
I mean, you'd know.
I mean, I guess I'm straight. I love dick a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like there's more to it than that, but maybe.
I mean, because if we're discussing about fluid, because it was funny is we had a conversation the other day about gender and sexuality and those being two totally separate things.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like because I am an energy person, I feel like I'm attracted to people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
But I've married men and had kids with men. But
there's attraction. There's like intimacy attraction.
Yeah.
And then there's like
weird.
Fellowship attraction, like you're friends with people.
Like a club.
Yeah. But then there's sexual attraction, which is
I guess
different.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think the ideal is that when your attractions line up and you have like a person that you're sexually attracted to, that you're also like have a fondness like in terms of like a companionship attraction. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen all the time, especially when you're young. You're attracted to one type of whatever, and then your friends are a different kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then at some point, maybe those two paths will cross, and you'll actually fuck somebody that you like. Maybe. If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Oh,
but you know what I'm saying?
Fuck the people. A lot of people.
Yeah, you fuck a lot of people that you don't like for whatever reason. All right,
you look
so
back on it and you're like,
I
why
would
did
call
I fuck that?
you're begrudgingly straight. You're straight, you know, just by association. I think. Yeah. So,
like, have I not found?
well, I wonder though, like, had you grown up? So you're a child of like the '80s.
Yeah.
So if you'd grown up in the '90s or 2000s, would you be telling a different story? Do you know what I'm saying? And in terms of
That is a good
exploration, because like back then it really wasn't. I think it was more like you stayed in your lane. You were either gay or you were straight.
It was either
and,
or. But
most of the people who were identifying as bisexual back then were sort of like in between, like
and
one of
you
those.
never, because I would
and now
say,
bisexual is its own thing in its own right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like for me, what 80s. George Michael was the one person where I was like, is he like, because like when he was Wham, he was very like, all the women loved him.
Yeah.
But then when he was no longer part of Wham, then I was like, oh, he's gay.
Yeah.
He's not like.
Well, like remember that
he's
video,
not.
I Want Your Sex?
Yes.
And he had no chemistry with the model,
Yes.
like at all.
At all.
Like there was a
It
point
was
where he
a
was like
fake.
just writing on her. I mean, it was just like,
Like,
yeah,
I was like, there's nothing there.
They're not fucking.
There's nothing
There's no way.
He's like, he chose her.
That's so funny. And then he ended up like in the closet for a very he got busted. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't get
come out.
arrested in the
He got
bathroom or
caught.
something.
He got caught.
He got arrested. Like, yeah, but no.
He got caught
80s.
trying to suck some dick in Beverly Hills.
Yes,
Some
yes.
toilet.
Some toilet.
Hills.
What is that? A glory hole? Was that a glory?
I don't
is that a
think
glory
so.
hole
I
situation?
think he was in a like standing next to somebody in a stall
And was like,
situation.
"Hey, let me suck
look
your
at this!
dick."
Look at this famous
Nice.
dick." Yeah. So there.
George Michael, yeah.
They just did a movie called Last Christmas, and it's the entire like Wham and George Michael songbook, but it's like about like somebody being like dying at Christmas time. I guess I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it's a straight couple, and I was like, why would you take arguably one of the like most famous gay singer-songwriters of the last century and make a movie about like two straight people who can't make it work? It's like, surely you could have written a gay story. I mean, like, if one of them dies of a disease, Jesus Christ, that's a gay story.
Yet again, appropriating. See.
So I didn't go see it. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on
Yeah, no.
streaming, and then I'm gonna write
Fire stick.
a mean review about it. Okay, so you have been a straight person for decades. I'm not gonna say how many, but decades, right? So tell me the first. This is what I ask of my straights when they come on Straight People. My straights. Bring me my straights. You're one of my straights, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
My straights.
All right.
But,
And take it.
but who was the first gay person you knew, or like queer person, or like you know what I'm talking about? So it's like you don't know you're straight.
Okay.
You don't know you're straight. You're just regular, right? And then at some point, gayness as a concept, or lesbians as a concept, or whatever it is, as a concept occurs to you. So sometimes it's like I love to hear the story about like the first gay person you actually knew, but it could be the first time you even understood what gay was in context of like a movie or a TV show. Some people don't like. Some people grow up around gay people, and other people don't.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was a little kid. It was one of my older cousins. He was Puerto Rican.
Okay,
I know,
you're referring to a joke of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew, like, and yeah, but it was like, that was just, he was awesome. Like,
But how'd you know? Who told you? What was the
I
context?
think I heard one of my grandparents talking about it.
And how'd they refer to him? Did they call him fruity, fruity, fruity?
She said something about azúcar, sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she said sugar. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is she talking about? He's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, but it wasn't in a bad way, because she very much encouraged him to be himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
Ooh, the 80s. The 80s. The 80s.
And where's that cousin now?
I don't know, traveling the world. I don't know. Like, he very much distanced himself from the family. When
Okay.
he got, you know?
Yeah,
older.
absolutely.
But he was, like, fabulous.
Okay.
Like, so he travels.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's bad.
Well, you better research and find out.
Yeah, I do need to find
You got a
out.
gay uncle, gay cousin floating around there.
Yeah, but I have a lot of cousins. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, how many gay cousins do you got?
Oh,
Well, just that one so far.
that I know of.
Yeah.
I don't ask people. I don't know. I don't like.
You don't like labels? You don't like to know?
It's not that
You
I
don't
don't
want the
like
burden
to know.
of knowing whether someone's straight
No,
or
it's
gay?
not the burden. It's just that
I
feel
have
like
to know immediately.
I like.
Because if you're straight, minus 10 points Hufflepuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Immediately.
That's true. Like, I'm a Ravenclaw, so it's like seriously, like, oh, are you Gryffindor? Psh, loser. Basic bitch. Of course you're a Gryffindor. I don't know. I just don't like. I mean, I don't want to say I don't like to ask people their labels. I just like, you're my cousin.
Yeah.
Like, what you do is what you do. That's not my.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna love you. I like people, and I don't care
believe
what
you.
you.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? I just don't care like what you're doing, like what you do, like
Right.
what makes you happy, and that has
I
nothing to do
suppose,
with
but for
me.
the purposes of my podcast, it's not really.
Thank you.
helping me
No,
that
I'm
much.
sorry.
Okay, so who was the next gay person you knew?
Oh,
We're gonna go down the line until I
fifth
get a
grade
good
teacher.
one. Okay.
I think was definitely he was
He was definitely.
Yes,
How do you know
definitely.
definitely? Was it just like a shirt?
because he would talk about his partner a lot.
Oh.
But he never said like my wife.
Really?
And we never saw a wife. So I
Okay.
was like, my brain was
Y'all
like,
did the math.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was his name?
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, you don't want to say?
Yeah, no.
Oh shit! Because you still don't know if he's gay or
I
not.
don't know. Yeah, because if he's not, then I would be like, whew. Yeah.
All right. So the first lesbian you met?
Oh,
She just sat back in her chair. She
I
went,
have
"Oh,
to think. I played soccer in high school, so I want to say like
a couple."
maybe my whole defensive line. 3/4 of my team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not 3/4.
So have you ever known anybody like? So you've known people for a very long time, like your high school. And
Yeah.
whatnot. So have you ever known anybody that came out later in life where you were like, "Oh shit, okay," but that you had no idea?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody that came out later in life, I had already known.
Yeah.
In high school, like I knew in my head, but
Yeah.
it was like that's your business, and I'm not.
Okay.
Like, but I already.
Do you think it's because you can read energies and stuff?
Yeah.
That you do.
Mhm, yeah.
So
I
that's just
very much read people.
That's just a part of the gaydar experience.
I won't say it's just my people dar. Like I read people very well,
Yeah.
and I'm a big like Connor said, I read people's body language a lot and
Okay.
how they behave with other people.
Yeah.
So in high school, we're with the same people every day
Oh, absolutely.
for periods on
Yeah.
periods on periods. So I had known plenty of people. I was like, yeah, that's. So later on in life, when it happened, I was like, of course, come on. You didn't see that? And they was like, no. I'd be like, okay, what were you doing in class?
Okay.
Besides paying, you should have been paying attention, but I paid attention to the teacher and everybody. I just paid attention to how people interacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a student of people, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So do you think that like the Reiki and the energy readings and all of that is sort of like a manifestation of studying people, or
Yeah,
do you think
I do. I think
do you
actually-
think that comes like your understanding of people comes from it, or does your interest in it come from your understanding of people? I guess.
I think my interest of it comes from my understanding of people. I think I always had it, and
Yeah.
I just didn't know what it was when I was
So
a
you consider
kid.
yourself to be an empath? Do you think
I'm very much an empath,
Okay.
100%. Like
describe that? What does it feel
So-
like to feel someone else's emotions?
it's hell. I'm gonna be honest with
How
you.
come
and
every
people don't
empath
get
I
it.
know is always like, it's such a burden
It is because
to know how people feel?
because you. Oh man, I mean,
Have you ever met an empath that was also a sociopath?
Yes.
So they only feel other
Yes.
people's emotions?
and they like it, and they like. So was it? I think it was.
I'm just making that up. Is that a real thing?
That's a real thing. Is
Okay.
there are empaths who are basically sociopaths because they enjoy
The only emotions they feel are other people's emotions.
They feel the only emotions they feel are other people's emotions, and they only get joy out of the pain of other people's emotions.
Ooh.
That's where sociopaths come in.
Okay. So that's like an emotional vampire.
Yes, exactly. And you want to be very wary of those type of. That's why you wear protective stones.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why you keep yourself like.
Well, there's just people that you can just feel they're
that they're draining your energy.
Something,
that
you know what I mean? I've never been a big proponent of necessarily empathy, being empathetic in terms of like I could put myself in someone else's shoes. I like it on an idea level, not like actually feeling their emotions. But I've definitely been around people where I'm like, this person is not doesn't have
right.
Yeah, they don't have good intentions. Everything they say and do has a negative tinge to it,
and it feels like it's not coming from a genuine place.
Yeah, or the genuine place is a place of
awfulness. Exactly.
And in comedy, it seems like it's less and less of it now. The longer I'm in it, the less I perceive it that way in terms of, because I just don't really bother myself with the motivation. I don't think about what motivates other people anymore as much.
I think that's most important. Like, so first, empaths.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish that. It's a burden because you have an uncontrollable way of feeling other people's emotions, whether you want to feel the emotion or not.
Yeah.
So you really have to train and teach yourself how to disconnect, which can be hard if you're a people person.
Yeah.
And so it can force you to become like an isolated people person, which is not healthy as well.
Okay.
So you have to like teach yourself how to go out and how to like build a shield so that you're not taking in other people's energies. So that's how, like, for some people, like I cry at every if it's a.
Have you met somebody that? Have you ever met anybody who says they're an empath and they're not?
They're like a narcissist
or whatever. I don't know. I mean,
most
times when I meet somebody who talks about it, there's no reason not to believe them.
I don't really question whether if someone tells me they're an empath, then I'm not going to question that because I can't validate someone else's feelings. Like you feel what you feel.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you feel like that you're an empath and you pull on a lot of people's energies, then.
But you can't just be like, well, tell me what emotion I'm feeling right now.
No, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? And
it's actually joy.
Did you know that? No, I'm ecstatic. I don't question if somebody says that. I mean, because it's not I'm an empath. Where's my banner? No, it's not an exciting.
So do you think that there are more people who are empaths than identify as empaths?
Yeah, they just don't know it.
They just don't know it?
They just don't know it.
I've always wondered,
or they think
I've always wondered if there's like people who are like, who don't understand.
They think it's the devil.
Or they think it's like they're depressed and they're on medication and the reality
really
is that they're just an empath.
Exactly. And they haven't learned
I base this on nothing though. So don't please.
I mean, no
one message me about mental health.
Yes,
I don't
please. You can be an empath and be depressed and still need to see.
Well, no, but I wonder sometimes, like, just like if you didn't know you were feeling other people's emotions, and you're just experiencing emotions that aren't attached to your thoughts and experiences, then it would feel like that you're maybe even manic or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so because you're all over the place. You have no reason to be sad, and then suddenly you're sad.
Exactly.
You know? And I wonder if that could manifest itself. Like, so, like if you went,
it does. Like you'll find a lot of people.
Yeah, if you went to a psychologist and then describe those. That experience, are they going to go, oh, you're an empath? No, they're going to go, you're
bipolar and you have borderline, borderline personality disorder.
That's my favorite Madonna song is that borderline personality disorder.
I mean, mental health is still important, and knowing that you are an empath. I think a lot of empaths suffer from mental health because a lot of times they don't know in the beginning that they are empaths. They haven't figured it out. I mean, I definitely did. I had to get a lot of, God bless, we need Medicare for all, but God bless my mom's health insurance when I was in college because I went to a therapist, and that's what helped me get through, like, depression and all that stuff. And I'm sure being an empath then, like, pushed it. I just didn't know. I didn't know anything about energy. I didn't know. Nobody teaches us things that we should know, basic things that other people say, oh, it's the devil. No, you're actually made of energy. And science proves, I know we're not for the facts, but science proves that there's energy all around us, that we give off energy. Yeah. And, of course, if that means we interact with each other, we're interacting with each other's energies.
Just a question about energy, as somebody who studies it and experiences it and transfers it?
Transfer.
So what do you feel about people wearing like Apple Watches and having our devices surround us constantly? Does that affect our energy?
It definitely affects your energy.
Because I had somebody point at I don't wear it anymore, but I had an Apple Watch and somebody was like, "That's gonna block your creativity." I was like, the minute they said that, I was like, get it off of me because I don't.
Because most people don't get, and so like that's why I do a digital detox every year. So I'll be going back out to the Redwoods for 2.5 weeks in May. But all these devices, they give off Wi-Fi. We can't see it, but it's an energy, and it emits like tons and tons of bands towards your body. Your body responds to that.
Yeah.
So there was a study that some kids did, and it's in the Science Journal. But they took like seeds of plants and they exposed the plants to Wi-Fi, and then they took the same seeds and they put them in they were in another place that didn't have Wi-Fi. The seeds that were around the Wi-Fi and the phone on a regular basis never germinated. They never grew.
Oh yeah.
The other seeds grew. Then they did the same test again 5 different times.
Yeah.
Every time the Wi-Fi was introduced, the plant would never grow. Okay. So obviously the Wi-Fi energy is killing the cell. Yeah, it's cellular. So it's cellular degeneration. So it's giving off an energy that you can't see, but it breaks down your cells. So over time, if you're constantly wearing this thing that's giving off a Wi-Fi signal, what is it doing to your creativity? Yeah. Which is your body and your energy builds towards those things. Yeah. So if it's constantly depleting, you're not going to be focused. Wow. You're not going to be able to create the same. You're probably going to get tired. You're going to have more brain fogginess.
All right, we're going to look into that study and include it in the notes.
I'll send it. Yes,
yeah. We'll include it in the notes on this one.
And then there's just so many. I will show you so many different journals on energy and their exposure. So that's why I like to have certain stones on me that block my Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like orgone pyramids throughout your house, just to dampen that.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So, would you be interested in coming back, for another season? So, in a couple months or something?
Yes.
And give me a full energy reading?
Yes. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
definitely not during. I'm not gonna do it now because it's Mercury retrograde.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. It's
Is that bad?
Mess up the communications. Yeah. Okay. It's a bad time for.
I think it's fine.
Everybody doing.
It's just you pay attention.
You just have.
That's what I always thought it was.
You pay attention. You double check everything, but you don't want to do any energy work because it might not be accurate.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Does it throw things off that bad?
Throws everything off.
Interesting. Okay, well, you heard it first here. Mercury in retrograde and your Apple Watch are trying to shrink your penis.
That's not what I said.
And control your thoughts. You ain't nothing but a sociopath.
No,
you're
definitely a sociopath.
All right, so we're almost done. I like to ask this question of all of my guests.
Of your straights.
Straights, all my straights. Gathering all my straights.
Yes. Are you culling us or are you getting us?
I'll just put you on a boat and just send you out.
I like to
discover the new world. The new world of straightness. But no.
Can I not be on that boat? Are there gonna be white?
Somebody's got to be doing. Somebody's got to be doing the energy work on that boat.
That's true. Damn it. Only if you pay me.
Okay, so my question for you is, and we have 1 minute left, so you can take your time to answer it. What do straight people eat? What's a straight meal? In my mind, a straight, I don't know what you're eating, but you're doing it outside. Straight people love to eat, in their backyard, in the clear view of their house and air conditioning. They call it a barbecue, I think.
Definitely the biggest ear of corn.
Corn, yeah. Corn. Oh, straight people love corn.
Corn is so good. It's so phallic and it's so. I'm sorry, sir. That's definitely a straight thing.
How about you going to tell me about the time you buttered a day?
Deviled eggs because they look like balls.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going with
Straight people eat deviled eggs for sure. That's a straight
people definitely eat deviled eggs.
My mother-in-law, she can't be having barbecue.
Baked beans. Straight people eat baked beans. I'm going to throw a salad in there just for GP.
What kind of salad? Just a big salad?
A big spinach and arugula salad with the grape tomatoes, balls and some nuts, some walnuts. I'm gonna throw in some straight people strawberries.
You're just making the salad gayer and gayer. And gayer.
Am I? Yeah, I am.
What's dick shape? Eggplant salad.
But I'm straight for the dick, so that applies to me.
I worked with a lady who used to say, she'd go, I can't begin with them women because I am strictly dickly. All right. Well, we're going to end it on that note. We're going to end it right there.
Strawberries.
Just straight strawberries?
Straight strawberries.
Straight
strawberries.
What is that song? Strawberries and champagne.
Wow, you took me back.
I know. Flavor of Love, season 2, Goldie, baby.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it there. We're gonna definitely bring you back. I want to do a full energy reading.
Yes.
So we'll do a whole episode just about crystals and Reiki. Okay, it sounds good. All right. So Tiffany, tell people where they can find you on the medias.
You can follow me at The Real Tiffany BA on all of the medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Yes.
Okay. And this will be out in March. So is there anything you got coming up in March? Like, this will be toward the middle of March.
I'm headlining Melanated Mischief in New Orleans.
Okay. When is that?
That's March the 21st.
Okay. So this will be out before then. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go get me some grilled oysters.
Oh, nice. I love it. I like them on the half shell myself.
Me too.
My name's Ian Aber, and this has been Tiffany Anderson, and we are straight people. Well, not everybody, but...
Yeah.
All right, let me try that one more time.
I am a straight person.
Straight. This was Straight People.